And hello there, everybody. How are you all doing today? Welcome back to more Persona,
Persona!
specifically Persona 4, which
Persona 4!
we're hopefully going to be speeding through a little bit. Not like to rush, because I want to get it done. I just, as of right now, the Pre-3 remake, right? Yeah, it's not a remaster, it's a full-on remake, is coming out.
Yeah.
Which I would like to play, but you guys know how I am. I kind of would like to play the original first. So I got a bit of a time limit if I want to get any of that done. So.
Yeah, till January.
Yeah. Wait, is it really January?
Well, it comes out early 2024. I think they said it was January.
Good God, if it's really that quick, then, well, man, we do have a time limit. So. We're gonna take more of an opportunity to play Persona 4 because we've just had things pop up very regularly, weirdly enough, since we started P4, and it hasn't always been easy to sit down even every week and play. So now we're gonna actually try to maybe do that. To be fair.
Yeah, hopefully we can get some more done because I'm home for a bit, so we'll have a little bit more free time.
Yeah.
Because I would like to finish this and. We still need to figure out which version of P3 you should play. I'm kind of leaning towards FES.
Is that the one on Steam?
That's the PS2 one.
So wait, I'm still fucking confused with P3, Megan. We'll figure it out. Let's not worry about it right now. We'll figure it out.
If any of you guys have any suggestions on which one you think you should play, put it in the comments.
I mean, true, because out of all of them... Fuck. Because out of all of them, I wanted to try to remember which button the map button was. I always forget. Whether it's a day later, like a week later, literally later on in the night, I'd always forget.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know, man. Because I keep thinking that same one on Steam, right? But it's not. Or have I seen these guys yet?
No. Because, you could play the one on Steam. You could play as the guy in the visual novel. It would probably be the most different, but FES also has extra content with the answer and stuff too, so portable wouldn't be bad. It's just obviously if you want to play as the girl, it's recommended to do that on a second playthrough.
Yeah, we'll talk about it later.
Yeah,
because if we talk about it now, we're just gonna go into a big long rant. Right now I kind of want to focus on P4. Well, not rant,
that's
but
fair.
we're gonna discuss it probably a lot, so right now I just want to focus on P4. So she did say what it was weak to, but I didn't actually pay attention, which is my bad.
I'm not sure, I didn't hear it.
Because she did say it. So I need to actually pay attention when we get into a new encounter. Or when we get into any encounter.
Bad.
No, it's not your bad. I literally just don't pay attention.
Ooh.
Fraggin. Kind of weird, but sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess we can talk about the P3 stuff a little bit while we go through this. Just because I doubt there'll be much to really talk about specifically while going through the dungeon.
Well, yeah. Only if you want, though.
I mean, may as well, right? Oh.
So, yeah. I don't know where to start.
You don't know where to start.
Well, I don't know.
I know they said they're resistant to wind, so we're gonna try this anyway. Well, I don't know, because okay, so that one just drains everything.
It might just drain magic.
Because I mean, the thing with P3 is I don't know what they have. Because what do they have on Steam? Which version is the one on Steam?
They have Persona 3 Portable on Steam.
Okay. And you'd recommend FES over that one because...
Mostly because of the story and the answer. But to be fair, if you wanted to, you could play Portable and then play the answer. But you'd have to play it on FES, so... I don't know if you'd have to play through the entire game, because I know it's a different selection.
Okay, another new one.
Well, look at you go.
And the answer isn't on the Steam version. See, the only reason why, like, I'm like really confused because we talked about this before, and I thought we both agreed that the one on Steam was the one we'd go with. So I'm a little confused, to be honest.
I mean, yeah, like the answer is something specific to FES, because basically you have the original Persona 3 that came out, and then a year later they released Persona 3 FES, which had a prologue chapter of the answer, right? And then a few years after that, they did the visual novel reboot of Persona 3 Portable for the PSP. So there's a lot of versions of the same game, essentially.
Okay, it's really hard. I'm sorry, but it's really hard to pay attention to you. When you're, I'm sorry. I know that sounds really rude. I don't mean it to be. I don't know, when I'm trying to fight, if I'm also trying to figure out what to do, it's a little hard to actually hear you say a bunch of things.
Yeah, that's fair.
And by that I mean, I know I heard you say basically, and then I tuned out. So I apologize for that. Okay, so he countered. Yeah, that's right. These guys countered. So short answer is it just has less stuff in the Steam version.
That's great, Senpai.
Yeah, pretty much. If you don't count the playthrough with the girl, that's mostly the appeal of it. It's the different social links.
Okay. And
Another level for me.
well, then why'd we say that the Steam version would be better last time?
Got you a little stronger?
Probably because FES you have to play with AI controlled companions.
I don't know if it was that, because I don't really mind doing that. Or at least I don't mind trying that.
Careful. That
Okay, so immune to wind.
I don't know. It might have just been accessibility too.
Don't give up now, okay?
It might have been accessibility, but it also might have been the fact that the answer and stuff isn't going to be in the remake anyway, as far as we know.
Yeah.
So I think we just decided at that moment, which is apparently now changed, that it wasn't really worth it to go to the old one and have all this other stuff, which won't matter anyway.
I mean, yeah.
It's not going down.
I'm not too sure. If anybody else has like opinions, please feel free to say so. Because I'll be honest, I'm really not sure anymore. When I was pretty
I'm
sure
not
before.
sure either. I keep flipping back which one I think you should do. So.
There's no end to this.
Yeah, a little bit.
that's my
Stick to
fault.
it, Megan. Stick to your guns.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. Because yeah, I'm just.
Level up.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just not really too sure. So, like, admittedly, I'm kind of relying on you to tell me what you think would be the best option. Right now, personally, right? My own opinion, Steam version. Just because, well, none of that stuff is going to be in the remake, which is mostly my thinking, right?
Don't give up. Here goes.
Is it's like, yeah, I'll get like, you know, the quote unquote femc, and I'll get guess he's into a lot of stuff,
Come on, this fight's not over.
and I'll get the, you know, the answer and all that, which is cool. But at the same time, like I said, will that really matter for the moment, right? Like, I'm not really too sure. Like, if you think
Yeah,
it
that's fair.
matters, then we'll do it, and I'll play the PS2 version. If you really think that, right?
I mean, I don't know if it really matters that much, to be honest.
It's weak. 3 enemies left. You can win this.
It's like I don't necessarily care what version that's played, as long as it's the version that you think is the one that I should probably go with. But we'll need to actually commit to that version, though, right?
Oh, I know.
And already, it seems like, and once again, this isn't just you, but to be fair, it's already seeming like that's a bit more difficult than I thought it would be.
Yeah,
here.
unfortunately, Persona's kind of had this problem where there's never been like an actual definitive version of Persona 3, and now that the remake it's making that it's not even definitive because it doesn't have the answer or MC.
Research card.
Yeah,
What the hell is that? Is that the thing for like the lower floor?
maybe. Why don't you go down there and find out?
I think I'm gonna need to. After I clear out this floor. Because it still has goodies here. And then I'll go down and then I'll come back up. Because, yeah, so I don't know. Like, out of all the personas, P3 seems to be the most confusing for me, personally, right?
Yeah.
To kind of understand.
3 of them.
Because I really don't know what's considered good, what's considered bad, and what's considered, like just which one to do, right?
Yeah, good old P3.
Amazing, Yukiko-senpai. 2 defeated so far. Couldn't do it.
So,
Someone else's turn. 1 enemy to go. Keep it up.
Okay, so, okay, here. If you had to pick right now, which one do I do?
Persona 3 Portable.
Okay, and which one's that? Because I don't know them by name.
That's the Steam one.
Okay. And why?
Because I feel like it's the most accessible because you can control your party members, and I mean, if you want to play both ends, it has the most content.
Hmm.
Plus, it's a version that I played. I never got around to playing FES. I tried it a couple times, but
Grounds point is confidential. Wait. Won't open with the research card. Huh. Okay, so that one won't open with the research card. Maybe the one below me won't open with the research card then either, because I'm pretty sure that one also asks for ID.
I don't know, but the research card might be your ID.
Okay, I'll check.
That's not good.
Okay,
Electricity will work.
so... Okay, that's gonna damage alphas, but I don't really have much choice. I guess it doesn't really matter.
Not really.
Enemy down. Nice work, Senpai.
So you probably drain what these guys are weak to.
Probably.
3 of them. Don't give up now, okay?
It's not going down.
Look at you, Teddy. You're rocking it.
Hmm.
Is everyone ready?
Hmm.
Set. Go.
I don't know, man. All this P3 stuff is really confusing. I don't know. I'm not too sure. Cause I don't know, Megan. I don't know. I'm really like I'm having a bit of a crisis. Cause okay, look at it like this, right? Look at this, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just a little bit ago, you told me to do the one on PS2. Now you're telling me to do the one on Steam, and it hasn't even been that long of a time frame.
I mean, yeah, but to be fair, like I said, I think it just makes more sense for you to do portable. And I mean, realistically, you know, if you wanted to see FES, I could always play through it with you too.
I mean, that is true. This is like the door that won't open, right?
Yeah.
Yes, you might be right. Maybe I do need to go back down. Because there's no other door for me to enter here by the looks of it.
Appears not.
Okay, so I'm sure we'll have this talk like as we get closer. Oh wait, yeah, I need to go up. As we get closer to actually being able to do was it this floor?
I believe it was like the 3rd floor.
Oh dude, I need to go down a lot.
Yeah.
Cause yeah, like I'm sure we'll have this debate again. Probably as we get closer to the date, right? Where the decision has to be made. And I'm sure the whole time we'll be like, oh my god, wait, which one do we do? Which one do we actually do? Help. Google, help.
4
Nah, man, already? That's rude.
I mean, I think it has a higher chance of running away when there's more of them.
Man, what bastards.
Yeah.
Alright, give me a 3 kill here. Triple kill, triple kill. Double kill?
That's not bad.
That's not bad. Oh, fuck, Teddy.
I love the way he just falls over.
It is pretty good. Okay, well, I got 2. I guess that's fine. That's fine enough.
I mean, that's still good.
It's not 4.
4
Well,
more.
I could do 4 more. Should I do like this and then 4 more?
I'd probably grab the 4 more first.
Okay. This time I can take all these, I guess. Okay, whatever. That's fine. I'll take a sweep. Hey, look at him. He's getting even more beefy.
Yeah.
Have I gotten a little stronger?
Oh, you're getting close to meteor run.
I
Not that you
am.
really need it.
So Amrita cures all. Yeah, you told me about this one. Cures all ailments except down and KO.
Yeah,
I mean, what?
Yeah. I was gonna say I would get rid of energy shower because it basically does
Yeah.
the same thing but more.
Yeah, true. Gigantic fist, huh? Hey, we get to see what this is. Small amount of SP will be recovered at the end of battle for all party members. Woo! Woo!
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
That is pretty nice. I'm gonna like that. A soul drop, nice. Yeah, I don't know. We'll figure out all that Persona 3 stuff eventually. Right now, it's hurting my brains.
No, that's perfectly fair.
I just find it so weird. Like, I've never had a game series, whether it's been like one game where I'm just like, I have no idea. You know? Like,
Honestly, the only
no,
time
you're
I've
gonna
really
play.
felt that way is when I'm looking at like the Atelier or the Trails games. Because I know everyone says, oh, go play Ryza, or go play Iris, or go play Trails in the Sky, the trilogy. But I just look at them and I'm like, there's so many of them and it's so confusing. I don't even want to get involved in any of them.
I mean, fair. Also, what happened there?
I'm not sure. I reruled.
Because they had an end shuffle card and it got rid of it.
Maybe because you have
Wait.
the shuffle time bonus or something?
Wait a minute. If I pick this, is it going to end my shuffle?
I don't know. I wouldn't think so because the card changed, but
I mean, it did. But it almost seems like if it flips over, it's going to say end shuffle now. But I don't know.
I don't remember seeing you
Oh, it
do
didn't.
that. I'm not really sure.
I don't know. It's weird. Hey. Okay, so your experience with what I'm experiencing now with P3 is Trials of Cold Steel and the Tales games? Or Atelier games?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's always been like that with Persona 3, and people were kind of hoping the remake would finally give people a definitive version to recommend, but then they decided not to include the answer for MMC. So,
Yeah, I don't think we talked about this on recording, but I think you and I talked about it possibly meaning they'll make DLC for it later, where you get
Yeah.
that, which makes a lot of sense, right?
it's possible. It's just hoping it's not just DLC.
Yeah, but wouldn't that be better than getting a new game, which includes that stuff?
I mean, probably. Like, I don't know.
The most
Atlas has
Persona,
been very weird.
the most Persona player answer ever. It's like, well, wouldn't you rather have DLC that includes that stuff? Well, yeah, but I could just buy another game for $60 that only includes that stuff. It's like, what?
No!
It's like, just have me DLC. Have me like $20 or something.
It should just be
Like,
in the game in the first place. It shouldn't be DLC.
I mean, it should be, but you know how Atlas works, though. They like to release stuff as well, like later, like you said, right?
I know.
So it's like, would you rather it be DLC or would you rather it be a new game? Well, the same game, just for the added stuff, right? Damn it, where the hell is he? I'm gonna encourage you. Roger that. Let's hurry and rescue that kid. Okay, well, whatever. I don't know. That's I think it's smart, to be honest, if they do just go to a DLC type model as opposed to, well, the non DLC type model.
Yeah, the problem is Atlas does both. Because, like, even looking at the original Persona 5, it had its own set of DLC. Then they released Royal, which is like an
Oh my
upgraded
God.
version, which came with the original DLC free. But then they added new Royal DLC.
It's so stubborn. Don't stop.
Yeah. Okay, I just blocks it. Fair. I forget. Does this one drain wind? It does. It drains all stuff. Yeah, I don't know. It, like, I don't know. It's just weird because, like, I even remember. I think
Senpai, your defense is
when I think it was Sword and Shield when they said they were gonna have like DLC for the islands or something,
Yeah.
next time.
and I think you seemed disappointed. Oh,
To be fair, I only seem disappointed with that is because they had an expansion pass for both versions. So I had Sword and Shield both games. I couldn't just buy an expansion pack for the DLC for both. I had to buy one for Shield and one for Sword, so I only ended up getting Shield. But then they also had exclusive Pokemon in the DLC that I just can't get unless I go buy the $30 DLC.
I mean that is true, and I do get that.
I don't know, I just
But-
feel like when I'm already buying two of essentially the same game, it's kind of shitty to have to buy two of the same DLC essentially.
I mean it is, and I wouldn't deny that. But at the same time, I kind of look at it like this, right? Would we rather go back to the days of, well, here's a third game that you need
Yeah.
to buy, right? It's like I wouldn't do that, yeah.
I know you wouldn't, I would.
But that's so crazy though, right? Like do you get how like weird that sounds?
No, I know. I get it. You're buying the same game for like the third time. I don't know. I like having the definitive version. It gives a different experience usually when they do it.
Okay, well,
And
I
like,
guess
yeah,
I'll-
it kind of sucks to play through the game again, but I like playing through the game, at least when it comes to Pokemon. So I personally don't necessarily mind playing a third version.
We did it.
But it's like more money though.
You need to watch your health.
I mean, it is.
Like in
It
theory,
is.
it's more money.
Like it is now that they have the Switch games, because when it was on the 3DS, each Pokemon game only cost $50. So realistically, if I bought both versions, it was $100, which is about the price of a AAA game here. But now it's $80 for each, plus the DLC.
Yeah. I don't know. To me, it's I don't know. To me, it's just like weird. I don't know, right? Like,
Yeah,
like
I know, I get it.
Like it's so weird to hear like, well, no, I'd rather buy like another game instead of just having it be DLC, right? Like maybe I'm the weird one, but I just feel like in that regard, DLC has kind of helped the consumer, like for really the only time. Is like, okay, well now I don't need to buy like every single Pokemon game in existence. It's like, well, I can buy it
You need to watch your.
and then, you know, instead of waiting, because that's my thing, right? That's kind of my problem. Is like, if I were actually into Pokemon at the time, right? If I played Pokemon and I didn't just drop out after like Gen 2, I'd probably.
I should work. 3 of them. Don't give up now, okay?
These guys like do anything with ice?
Wind will work.
No.
You don't know.
Probably not. Because like I probably would have been the kind of person who would have gone,
Great, Senpai.
well, I may as well just wait,
Well, yeah.
you know?
Enemy defeated.
And I mean, I think that's perfectly fair. I just like having them because, well, as you know, most Pokemon games have only had one save file on the cartridge. So generally speaking, when I get a new gen, I'll get one Pokemon game that I'll use as my main game, keep all my Pokemon there, and then I'll have one game where I might, you know, play through it, reset it, play through it, because I play through the Pokemon games a lot. So that's kind of where that comes from. But on the Switch, it's a little bit less of a problem just because you can kind of just make another account and have a new save file.
Well, yeah. But I mean, you know, also, what's this? There's everyone's evasion hit rate. So I probably just better than this one, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Cause like, I don't know. I feel like it's not. I don't know. It's just not good. Yeah. Like I don't know. It's kind of like unfair to say a player like me in that regard, right?
Well, yeah.
Because I'll be like, well, like I said, I'd be like, okay, well, in a year it's gonna release a new one anyway. I may as well just wait. But that's where the unfairness kind of comes in, where it's like, okay, well, now I'm waiting when really I shouldn't need to.
I mean, yeah. I gotta say that's fair.
I mean, yeah. I don't know. I just think it's. I just think DLC actually made that better, right? Because now instead of doing that, I can be like, well, hey, you know, I can just buy this Pokemon game, and I'll get DLC for it later.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, and it's not like, okay, well, yeah, like I could get Pokemon Scarlet or Violet, but whoops. But I could just see what I said. Even in the same session, I could forget. Or like, but I could just wait for like the definitive version to come out and get the full experience, and then not have to play the game through again.
Well, yeah, and that's kind of just the difference. I just personally like replaying Pokemon games. It's just fun for me, so I do that a lot. So like, I kind of understand. You know, you just want to play the one game, you want to get the full experience, and for you're almost dying.
I am.
And for the casual players, I feel like it helps a lot with the DLC. I understand that.
Wait,
But
call me casual?
when it comes to Pokemon, you are, yeah.
Fight me, dude.
No,
Fight me
because
off.
I'm not casual when it comes to Pokemon, okay? But yeah,
And then
like
you
I
get
kind
too
of
hyped,
understand.
kinda.
It's better for the majority of people, but Pokemon also
Oh no,
has had this precedent for so long. Oh no, you're dead.
I am dead. Okay, that's fine.
Oh no.
This is what happens when
Internet
Megan calls
game
me
over
casual.
well.
It has been a bit. I mean, I guess I did just go to that floor, so I guess I can't really be too upset.
Yeah, I would just. Oh yeah, I guess you restart from the start of the floor.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I don't know if you'd still have the research key or not, but I
No, I
guess you
should.
would.
I mean, I should.
I forgot they changed that for
Ooh,
Golden.
see, it's even better.
I'm
I
so
got a
used
hand.
to just getting game over.
See, it all worked out. This is actually better for me, to be honest.
Better timeline.
Yeah, better timeline. Okay, Megan, well, you can live in the old ways. I choose to move forward with my video games.
I mean, that's fine.
So, like, for some reference here, too, right? Like, Megan is literally the kind of person, and I do mean literally, the kind of person that will buy the same game 3 times. Because you literally did that.
Well, yeah.
And with P5, funnily enough.
Well, yeah.
Nice.
I bought
That's a really
the
good timeline.
physical. I bought the collector's edition of the Japanese version of P5 because I wanted the stuff that was with it. Oh, nice. Level up.
Yeah, but I can't. There's no point anymore because I have.
No, but the
a couple of
Persona
skills.
level up.
Yeah, but more money.
I mean, I guess.
Want more money.
But yeah. And then I bought P5 on release when it came to North
Yeah.
America. And then I bought the digital version of P5 on my PS4 when it was like really cheap. And then I bought Royal. And then I bought Royal on the Switch.
Another level for me.
Yeah, and I know you're probably gonna buy it on PC as well eventually.
I will probably get it on PC eventually. Maybe even get a PS5 version eventually. I don't know about that one. We'll see. But
So
yeah, I
see-
will do that. Probably because I bought all the Pokemon games in the past too.
So see, this is kind of why like I'm not too surprised when you say you would buy like that. You kind of want it to go back to where. Yeah, I guess I should heal. Where, you know, you want it to go back to like the 3 game system for Pokemon. Whereas I'm like, well, yeah, but it's not good. I should
I mean,
probably
no,
have
it's not.
some soul drops or something too.
I just like playing through the Pokemon games. I will play through them repeatedly.
Well, see, I like playing through the Pokemon games too. At least, like I said, the few I've played, right? But I also don't want to spend $60 to do it.
Well, no, and I get that. Like, I never liked buying both versions, but I was very much a completionist when it came to Pokemon. I wanted all the Pokemon. And then once I had all the Pokemon, I'm like, well, I want to play through Sapphire because I want to play the story again. I probably played through Sapphire and Emerald, like, I want to say a good, like, 15 times. And, like, I had my one Ruby save file the entire time.
I don't have any tiny swift tomatoes? No, I do.
You got a few. You might need to use the fox.
No. Megan, I have tap. I'm perfectly fine.
I know, but you don't want to dip into your tap.
I know, that's why, but I'll do it to save money. Come on, Megan, I'm not crazy. I'm not you. Oh.
Oh.
I'm sorry, I'm kidding. I'm just kidding, I'm sorry. It's just very topical for what we're... But it's just topical for what we're talking about.
I know,
I'm sorry.
I
Nice.
know. I'm not good with my money, I get that.
No, I didn't say that. I didn't say you're not good with your money. I just said it's topical.
I mean, you implied it by me buying the same game multiple times.
Well, maybe I implied it unintentionally. It was an unintentional implication. I apologize.
I mean, it's fine. I'm mostly just teasing.
Yeah, I know.
Looks like that one's immune
Um,
to ice.
yeah, weak to ice.
Fire won't work.
You repel wind.
No
Eh.
enemies left. You can win this.
Wait, you guys weak too?
You can win
Don't know yet.
this.
Probably like dark, but eh. How's lightning do on you? Eh, don't know. Eh, we'll just use it.
Zap zap.
Zap zap. Okay, he drains. Well, that's probably the worst thing that could have happened.
Yeah.
Wait, how do you do with ice? You're okay with ice, and that one in the middle is weak to ice, so we're good.
Nice moves, Teddy.
Yeah.
You can beat it. I couldn't do it. Oh, nice move. Yes. Just don't use one.
I mean, I may as well, I guess.
All right, let's keep going.
But okay, to be fair, I respect your opinion to want to buy the same game multiple times. Even if I think that's weird. I respect your right to be weird.
Okay. To be fair, I feel like I'm getting to a point where I'm doing that less. I really don't want to do it as much anymore. So
I mean, fair.
maybe one day I won't buy the same game twice. We'll see.
I mean, when was the last time you did? Like, literally, Persona 5 is the only one I can think of.
I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I don't think I've bought anything recently. I guess unless you count like the retro games we've been picking up, because I did pick up like Final Fantasy 12 for the PS4, even though I have 2 copies of it on the PS2 for some reason.
I don't know if I'd count that, to be honest. I'm not too sure. Like, maybe?
I mean, I would mostly say with that one, because I also do have the new Final Fantasy 12 on the Switch as well, right? I just wanted the PS4 edition to go with my PlayStation games as part of my collection, so I picked it up because I saw it was like $50. So. Like, I don't know. I do that every now and then. I'm doing it less, but it's mostly because of buying stuff on one platform over another. Like, if I bought something on PlayStation, like Rift Apart, I might buy that when it comes out on Steam, because maybe you'll be able to do some cool mods with Ratchet and Clank. I don't know.
True. Like, I think buying the PC versions of stuff, again, is a bit more fair, just because you have mod capability, right?
Yeah.
Which I think is neat. and like legit mod capability, you know.
Yeah.
But I will say, with you talking about Final Fantasy 12, you said, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say I'll count it, if only because you seemed like you were trying to cope with it really hard. So I feel like,
Oh.
but we were like, well, if you want to count Final Fantasy 12, because I mean, I did buy that on the PS2, and I'm like, okay, I don't know, maybe not, because, well, you know, I wanted to be with my other PS2 games in my collection, and I have it on Switch, and I don't know. To me, it just seemed like, okay, there's some cope going on.
I don't know, maybe a little bit. I feel like I'm doing that a lot this generation. Well, I'll buy something on like PlayStation and then it will come out on Switch and I'll buy it on Switch. Because it's nice to have the game portably, especially when it comes to like Persona and other JRPGs. But
Okay, fair.
I also like playing them on the console. But then I have stuff like Spyro Reignited where I bought that digitally on Switch, but I have it physically on PS4.
I mean, fair. Like, I don't know. Personally, I think you've gotten like to be, and you. Okay. Here's the thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to be like, well, you've gotten better with it, because to be fair, Megan, it's your money. It really doesn't matter. I don't really care how you spend it, right?
Yeah.
And I've mentioned this to you like, damn it, like numerous times before. Like, you know, like I don't know. I feel like I've told you quite a few times actually that it's like, what's your money, you spend it however you want, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so you can use your research card here. Okay, you're right. Is there another one like on the 3rd floor?
I don't remember. Maybe it was this one I was thinking of.
I don't know. Should I go all the way down? I'm tempted.
Looks like that one. Wind
Wait a minute. You guys are weak to
can win this.
ice. Maybe the other ones are weak to ice too.
You need to thin 'em out.
It's not going down.
Yeah, like, I don't know. Like I say, you spend your money however you want. Even if that means spending it on like a 3rd game in a series, right?
Yeah.
Dedge. Just personally, from my perspective, yeah. I prefer DLC. Yeah, let's go deal new cards. I'll deal new cards.
Oh, I was
Man.
hoping you get one more.
I was too. I guess avoid encounters. Okay. Yeah. I'm sorry I'm doing this like somewhat obsessively. There's just a lot of things that repel stuff now. So I'm trying to be a little bit extra cautious.
Yeah, this is the dungeon where they kind of bring up the difficulty, where they'll have a lot of enemies that weaknesses and like complement each other. So it does happen a decent amount,
Yeah.
which makes this dungeon one of the worst ones in the game. Not to
Oh.
mention the door animation you were talking about.
Yeah.
Because like grinding in here takes forever.
Good thing. I assume I don't need to grind. If anything, I need to grind
No.
less.
If anything, you get too much XP.
Man, I want to skill level up. I can't. Doesn't make any sense.
I mean, you could. Just won't do anything.
That's true. I could. I just won't do anything. Oh, wait. I can still go down here. I was going to say, what did I get? But I guess I
Yeah.
can still get stuff. Be careful. I sense a strong presence beyond this door. Yeah, I'm going to open the door in there. Let's go in. Oh, hello.
Kick his ass.
Intruder detected within the research area. Elimination proceeding. I can kick your ass. I kicked your fellow robot's ass earlier.
Darkness won't work.
At least I know darkness won't work.
No problem. It'll be over in a flash.
Dominating machine.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's a dom, dude.
Keep it up.
Don't know how I feel about that.
Here goes. Persona. It's not going down.
Okay, so he's not weak to that. I mean, I got these covered by other people anyway, apart from this, I guess.
Persona.
Yeah, you might as well test.
Okay, well, that did not work. Dying is heavy. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm guessing he's not gonna be weak to anything.
I can't defeat it.
Hopefully, I'm wrong. Hmm. Yikes, dude.
That was so cool.
Yeah, thank you. I did do a good dodge. You're not weak to physical. No, you're definitely not.
Problem. It'll be over.
Watch this be like the one boss enemy that's actually weak to like light. And I don't have any. Oh no, Megan's
I
checking.
think
It
you're
is.
safe on that.
Oh, okay.
I don't think there's any enemies in the game that are weak to light or dark, just because of the property in this game. They're insta kills, right?
I mean, true. But imagine you could insta kill a boss. Oh, dude, you know what? See, that's why I want to see you play the randomizer. Because I'm pretty sure it probably would randomize weaknesses, right?
Most likely.
Which means some bosses might actually be weak to light and dark.
Someone else's turn.
Or at least some enemies would be. That normally wouldn't be.
Yeah, it's possible they might not randomize the boss weaknesses. They just randomize which bosses where.
I'll get it next time.
And before I get the final boss at the end of the first dungeon.
That'd be pretty funny.
So persistent.
I wonder if they would change the movesets, because if they did, I'm pretty sure they would just one-shot you.
Keep it up.
Actually, if the randomizer is still doing, if it hasn't really progressed that much, I think when I did look it up, because I did look it up once because I was really curious. I think they said that right now, like they're trying, but they couldn't randomize like bosses just because of how the game works,
Yeah.
which I mean is fair.
Go forth.
But I think they're trying. I think they said they had an idea for it.
Okay. I guess we'll have to see.
That we will.
So I think it would be fun to play a Persona randomizer sometime.
Yeah, and I would like to watch you play.
Yeah.
Who knows? Maybe that can be a Megan Playin Persona 4 randomizer.
Maybe.
Oh. Ooh, I don't like that. He's standing by. I don't know. This seems very guard-like. I'm gonna be safe. Cause I don't know. I played enough Persona at this point to know that standby might mean something. Okay. Usually it's in threes, so let's see. Yeah, there you go.
The last resort, yeah.
Oh. It's gonna kill me anyway. No, it didn't. That like did nothing. Okay.
Well, it's because you're guarding. If you weren't guarding, it might have killed you, though.
Because I was thinking, right? Yeah, for once. I was like, maybe I'm supposed to like rush him down. Maybe that's like a DPS check, as we call it in certain MMOs.
Yeah.
But I guess it wasn't. Yes, you did it, Senpai. Cool. I'm a legend.
You okay, Yosuke-senpai? You look hurt.
He's fine. Leader card, nice. So do you think I should check out the other floors, like floor 3? I think I only came across one door before
No.
that I couldn't open.
No, I don't think you need to check. I think there's only the one door.
Okay. I'm just checking. Like I said, I like your opinion. I trust your opinions.
No, that's fair.
Yeah, going back to like Persona 3 really quick, because I did just think of this. The only problem, right, with P3 coming out soon and me wanting to like kind of like rush through or fast track, I shouldn't say rush through, P3,
Yeah.
the original, is it just means P5 is gonna need to like sit on the back burner for a little bit longer.
Yeah.
And I know
That's
Spike.
okay. Maybe they'll have a sequel to P5 by then.
Oh god, maybe. And I know like Spike in particular. You know what?
Yeah.
Let's do it. Has been like, oh man, I can't wait to see you play P5. And
Oh.
so yeah, that's gonna need to wait now a little bit, but hopefully not too long.
Well, we'll try to get through it faster. Hopefully it won't take us like 3 years like Persona 4 it has on and off.
I mean, it hasn't been 3 years.
Hasn't it since the first time we tried it?
Well, if you want to count like the failed attempt, then maybe.
Because like I think this playthrough we've been going for about a year, maybe a year and a half.
I think about a year, maybe year and a
We
half.
did try this a couple times, so
Well, I mean, the thing is though, like, it really only even took that long because like my computer is having issues, wasn't it?
well yeah. And then when we
Yeah.
first tried it, I think the client was also having issues with the PC port.
Oh my god, I hate. Okay, I'll just do that. That's fine. I don't care. If they want to run away, that's fine. I just don't want to lose them potentially.
I mean, yeah, that's fair. Bye.
Okay, now they're all gonna run. I mean, that's fine.
Can you stand?
Well, you got one.
Is it worth it to SP him though? Like to waste like 60 something SP?
I would do it once. I don't know if I would do it more than that. Because you might be able to just like get him down if you get a lucky crit or something.
I mean, maybe. Okay. Because yeah, like the first time. Okay, we'll do some behind the scenes talk, right? Because like the very first time we tried this, it was a long time ago because it was before you moved in,
Yeah.
and there were issues. I wish I could remember what the issues were.
That took forever.
Well, I remember when we first tried it that we were having issues with the client because there was a lot of stuttering in the cutscenes and stuff
Yeah,
because of the port.
Yeah. It didn't release well, and so
Yeah,
we put
so
that
we
on
tried
hold.
that for a bit, and I think it was also crashing on you too.
I think it was, yeah.
But then, like after a little bit, we tried it again, and you were having that issue with your computer where you were hearing that like little
Static.
buzzing sound or static
Yeah,
sound.
yeah, like the popping and the static, yeah.
Yeah, so it took him a while to finally get that sorted. And
Yeah,
then
no thanks to Memory
after
Express
that-
or literally any other place though. Literally all me on that one.
yeah, that's kind of unfortunate. But then we tried it again a bit later. I don't remember why we stopped that time. It might have been just because we were busy doing other things, and by the time we'd gone back to it, it'd been too long, so you wanted to start over from the beginning.
Well, let me think about that, because like the first time we did it, we restarted. Because after like it did take a while, and we're just like, okay, let's restart. And then the second time, I think it's when I had the issue or something, and then I was like, yeah, I don't really want to restart again.
Yeah.
So like, and it wasn't that long, really. So I think
Okay.
just restarting it didn't make sense, right?
Yeah.
Like I think at most it was like a few months,
Have I gotten a little stronger?
and it's like, okay, well, yeah,
Okay.
that sucks, but I mean, you know, it's not that long, really. That's what's
Yeah.
employee source party's HP. Do I need this?
I mean, it's nice to have instead of Meteorama. Because if you get that, then you can put something else instead of Divine Grace on there, right?
Oh, I'm keeping Divine Grace, Megan. Hello.
Or if you want it
I
as
don't
an
know,
option,
maybe.
you could like get rid of Diorama too. But that's up to you.
I mean, maybe. So like, how much SP is this?
I
It's,
think
it's a
it's
lot.
like 48 or something. It's quite a lot. Or 40. Somewhere around there.
Right? See, I don't think I need this. Only because like this and this is just cheaper. So I don't think I need this one.
I mean, that's fair.
Like I get that it's probably nice to have, but right now what I have is nice to have. You know?
No, I know. It's one of those things that it's a better heal late game, but it's not like super necessary in the Golden Port because of Divine Grace.
Yeah.
In the original game, it was very mandatory.
I mean, yeah, that's reasonable. I think.
Amazing, Yukiko-senpai. Keep it up.
That's how busted Yukiko is in this version of the game.
I mean, she's
Like,
really
it's
good to
insane.
have.
One. Congrats.
Like, I don't know, to me it's a little mind-blowing that they put Divine Grace in such an early social link perk, because you can literally get it before you beat Kanji's dungeon.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. It's one of the things I always kind of rush when I'm playing through the game, because it just makes her the best party member in the game.
All right. Before we get kind of going on that, let's finish our original topic real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, so basically just when it comes to the behind the scenes stuff, we've had issues with like having to restart like once. What was the original topic that we were talking about?
That one's immune to darkness.
Well, we were talking about Persona 4 and like kind of what happened getting up to this playthrough.
Yeah, but what caused us to talk about that?
I think we were just talking about how you might have to wait longer to play P5.
Oh yeah. But how and how we go through the other P3 like the other Persona games maybe a little quicker. That's right. Thank you.
Yeah.
Sorry, admittedly it is. I do need to think during the fights, weirdly enough.
No, that's fair.
So it is. Yeah, I'm not used to doing that in video games. So I don't know. To me, it's like, no, I don't want. You know, I should be able to have a conversation and also play.
Level up time.
Okay, so yeah. So yeah, that's why this one took so long, because we just had to continually start and stop for one reason or another.
Yeah.
But now we should be in the clear, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So there you go. So that's it for the behind the scenes stuff with Persona 4 and the ongoing struggle, the near constant struggle of trying to make sure it all works the way it should. And now let's talk about how busted Yukiko was. Megan, go ahead.
She busted.
All right, cool.
I don't know. I don't really have much else to say. She's always just been my favorite party member, just because she's basically the one dedicated healer. Because I mean, you have Teddy, which has some healing, but he's not nearly as strong when it comes to his magic either. So he's more of a jack of all trades.
Okay.
But yeah, I like the balancing they did with a lot of the other characters like Chia and Kanji, but they kind of just made Yukiko even more broken.
I mean, fair enough, yeah.
I climbed the stairway to maturity.
Gigantic fist. Heavy fist to one foe. Get rid of Dirahan, I guess. I don't really need it on him.
That's fair.
I don't think unless like the game is suddenly like, oh no, you don't have Yukiko anymore. I think like I'm never gonna have her out of the party. It just makes too much sense to keep her.
Yeah.
Like I feel like I'd literally be making the dumbest play ever if I just like, hey Yukiko, no, you stay behind. I don't need you here. You know?
Yeah.
2 enemies down.
I mean, that's fair. I could just see you switching Yosuke and Teddy too.
Yeah, like I'll switch Yosuke and Teddy, but I don't want to switch Yukiko, you know? Oh,
Yeah.
it's time.
Here goes.
Junes Bomber!
Bomber! Yeah, to be fair though, like just kind of talking about like how long like we've kind of taken with Persona 4. You guys can thank Megan for this even existing because dragon. Neat. Seryu or whatever.
Yeah.
But you guys can thank Megan for this even existing because like I don't know if I would have played a Persona game if she wasn't so insistent on it being good.
Yeah.
Because she went on forever about how like, oh, you need to play. It's like one of my favorite games of all time.
I mean, it is.
This is the starfish, right? No, it's not.
Dekarabi is a starfish.
You're correct. I get rid of you because I don't need you, Dekarabia. I'd rather have a kick-ass dragon. For now, anyway. Until I choose to probably get rid of that kick-ass dragon later.
Yeah, I always like Cyru.
Oh, that's not.
But yeah, I was very insistent on you playing Persona. But to be fair, I feel like you would have heard the hype and probably played Persona 5 and then maybe came back to it.
Ready?
Probably. Well, probably. Maybe. See, I don't know. I'm really kind of trying to think about that because, like,
Someone else's turn.
on one hand, that might be true.
Look at you, Teddy.
I feel like Spike would have convinced you eventually.
Spike probably would have convinced me eventually, but I don't know if I would have gone to P4 though. I'm not too sure, to be honest. I feel like I probably would have gone back if I liked P5.
Yeah.
Because I'm that kind of guy that will do that.
I mean, that's fair.
Megan, look, just take the credit. All right, take the credit.
Okay, I'm taking the credit.
but to be fair, you're probably right though. Oh, another new tank.
Oh, that's not good.
A wicked turret.
Wow,
Okay, what's your guys' deal?
physical attacks will
Okay, you guys are
Mine
fine.
dice.
Don't give up now,
Wait a
okay?
minute. Hold on. Is the tank gonna be like I counter all magic? Yeah, it is. All right. Well, in that case. Okay, well that's
I
fine.
panicked him. That's pretty alright, actually.
Okay, so I'd rather the dice not explode. So I always get worried that they're gonna do that. So I think every time I've
Yeah.
died in this game so far, it has been due to the dice.
I think so. Aside from like when you were fighting the king boss.
Yeah, aside from that, but that was bullshit. So yeah,
I mean, it is pretty hard for that point of the game.
it's like, yo, I'm just gonna tantrum and literally kill you. It's like, oh, okay, thanks.
I don't know. Honestly, I never really understood that because like the king is really difficult, but like the other shadow bosses are really not that bad.
Yeah, right. Like that's kind of the funny thing with that one is like you're 100% right. Like the king is the hardest shadow boss, like the hardest boss
Cool.
for the time that I fought. Like honestly, maybe even in the whole game that I fought, to be honest.
Yosuke-senpai, your defense is
Probably. Maybe it'd be different in the original Persona 4. I don't know if they rescaled them or changed them. Because I remember it being hard in the original too. But I didn't fight all of them in the original. I didn't know really about them until kind of late in the game. So I just remember I tried the king and then I forgot about it.
Okay, interesting.
But they are required for a secret fight.
Ooh, oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, you told me that before, I think.
Yeah.
Like I want to see you actually told me that when we're talking about fighting the king.
Probably.
Because I don't know, I'm pretty sure when you said that, I was like, okay, yeah, I definitely got to do it now.
Yeah.
And here we are, fighting every single boss. Probably gonna attempt. Well, oh my god, what are you guys? You guys Howl's Moving Castle?
Kind of.
Because like I was gonna say, oh, yeah, oh. Okay, do you guys? Okay, wait. Did I just get really unlucky?
You might have just got unlucky. I don't remember.
Yeah, okay, I did. But then I got lucky right after, so it works out.
Yeah.
Because yeah, I was actually just about to say like, oh, you know, I'd be close to 100% in the game. That's making me kind of want to do it. But then I'm thinking about it. I'd probably 100% in the game anyway, because like I want to see all the social links.
Most likely.
Oh. So now the only issue that I think I'm gonna struggle with 100%ing it is if I get all the personas, because that one, like that's the only thing I can kind of see myself not really caring to do, even though I'm gonna probably try to do it.
I would recommend it because there's one persona you can only get in New Game Plus that's pretty cool.
And I do like cool things, so I would like to do
Yeah.
that. Cool info.
Yeah, I don't want to say why, but it's pretty cool.
Well, I do like pretty cool.
4 enemies left. Don't give up.
Someone else's turn.
So yeah, so it's gonna happen. I don't know how long that'll take though. But to be fair, I'm not opposed to using a guide for it, I guess.
I mean, yeah, you use the fusion calculator. As long as you get a decent amount of money, it really won't take that long to get them. The only thing that's kind of difficult about it is that there's one persona for each arcana that you can only get once you max it out.
I'm so mad.
So I would recommend before we finish this playthrough that you get the final persona of all your max social links, because otherwise you won't be able to make it next playthrough unless you max them again.
I'm mad. Okay, so I'm gonna be honest with you, Megan.
Yeah.
I love you. I didn't hear what you said. I was too busy watching things that escaped from me and being really sad about it.
No, it's okay. No, I was just saying that for every arcana, there is one persona you can only get if you max the social link. So I would recommend, like, before we finish this playthrough, that you get the persona for each max social link, because if you start a new game plus, you gotta max them again to be able to make it.
You need
For
to watch
each
it.
max social link? Wait, so what do you mean? Are you saying I should max all the social links?
Between, like, your playthrough and new game plus, probably, yeah, if you can. You have to be able to get the final persona.
So I need to have them all maxed out in one game?
Well, they don't have to be in one game. Like, for example, say you maxed out Yosuke is here. If you made his final persona, it would still be in your compendium even if you didn't max him next time.
Okay. Okay, see, because what I heard, right? What I heard and what confused me was you need to max out every social link or each social link, and I would recommend doing that before the end of the game.
Oh,
Your current
no.
playthrough. And I'm like, what? You know,
No,
but you
no.
told me it'd be really hard to do that on your first playthrough.
It is really hard to do. I don't even know if it's possible if you're not in New Game Plus, to be honest. It might be, but it's very strict. But yeah,
Well-
no, just make all their personas of their arcana.
Okay. Okay, so basically just level up to max who I can and then make their persona.
Yeah, like I
Okay.
can help you with that when we get close to the end of the game.
Yeah, okay.